my whole life has changed. I simply said my whole life is ruined.
Juan Alemán survived his time in Vietnam.
See right there.
But this ROTC sergeant says the basement of Holmes High School was more than he could handle.
I'd get there and I would start itching, and the itching would normally start like in my waist area and my back. And before I knew it, the itching would be all over my body. I'd have welts, large welts.
Lindy DuBose felt it too.
Everything seemed to boil down to a burning sensation on my skin, and it all went back to, I kept telling the doctors about a chemical tasting dust.
A dust that, as these pictures show, covered the basement crawl space.
You can see this white powder. That turns out to be lime.
Lime, which, according to the school's own environmental reports, was in an area that was right next to both of their classrooms.
There is a direct correlation between my illnesses and my exposure to the mold and the lime.
And his doctor agrees. According to this letter, Juan Alemán is unable to work at this time because of his work exposure to lime and mold. Lindy DuBose has a similar letter.
It's in my circulatory system. It's messed up my blood. I cannot wear makeup. I can barely wear clothes. I get an IV every 2 weeks.
And yet, neither of them have been granted workers' compensation.
Workers' comp is a very complicated process that people go through to qualify for that. As of right now, the individual has not qualified for workers' comp.
The district says there's very little they can discuss on either case. But in the last year, they brought in environmental experts and renovated a large part of the school, including Lindy and Juan's old classrooms.
The district is very, very interested in making sure that all of our facilities are safe for kids and safe for teachers.
The school district says they have not been able to make a connection between the school and the teachers' illnesses. But Lindy and Juan say they have no doubt about what made them ill.
I now know what we were breathing.
And they worry about others who may have been exposed.
I'm very concerned. I have begged for disclosure from the school board and from the school district for what has happened. I want disclosure. I want the parents to be told what happened to the students, what they were breathing.